G'day guys. Been working on this. I'm trying to finish off this 4500 here for a fellow over in the US, and yeah, it's all done. But yeah, this is it's got some more unique tricks of the trade in it. So just seeing how good it's going to go. This one here has variable gain, but this one here I put wave shaping in it. I won't go into too much detail of what that actually means, and I put that like that. These mylar strips always stress on the particular corner, and you got to be careful. It's actually over here near the threshold control. So on the corner there, a little bit of hot melt glue, and that will alleviate the stress. Because rather than trying to pull a corner on the mylar, it's going to try and pull through the hot melt glue, and it won't let it. So I should actually do a video on that where all the stress points are, so show you how to do it. Well, yeah, I'll do that in another video. So anyway, that's fine now. So yeah, just done the old redone the whole input wirings. I have to get this. I'll move this over a little bit more so I can look in the back camera, in the back screen, back screen, and just so I know what I'm pointing at, because otherwise I don't know. Oh, there we go. We'll turn it down a bit, like so. Yeah, like I've redone the input here. Basically, it's not all frayed out like a big collector of stray, self-induced interference inside the detector from the power supply or anything like that. So this one here, I'll put variable gain in it. That's the variable gain control. Hasn't been drilled. There's actually a position here to put it right next to the threshold. There's actually a position and a cutout in the plastic, if you didn't know that. And yeah, so I've done the whole front end on this. Replaced some critical ICs to give it fast response. I've got this one. It'll run up. This one here will actually run to about 26.8, I think, microseconds for the pulse lengths in normal mode, and you can run it full gain and it doesn't fall over. But I will show you. I'll just make sure my amplifier is on full. Have you noticed I've got this microphone? I just stuck it on my arm. If it's under your chin, it's too loud. If it's somewhere else, it's too soft. So I'm just doing this as an experiment and just see if it works, because then I can put my arm wherever I want to pick up sound from. So hopefully it's working okay. Okay, let's turn this thing on and we'll see how it goes. And yep, it's amazing. As soon as I turn this camera on, it generates interference, makes noise. It wasn't any noise there before I put the camera on. Now there is. So get the speaker out, buried in there. But basically, that's full gain. That's all the back menus set to wherever it's meant to be. I'll just stick it in normal mode. Yeah, that's quite amazing. That as soon as this goes on, up goes the noise. Uncanny. I'll see if it's just doing a beat frequency or something. I'll just turn a few things off. Nah, that's the camera. It's the only thing that's been turned on. I'll move it. I was going to move this away to the other side of the room. No, it's something else. No. Ha 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 ha. Well, guys, it's about 100 degrees Fahrenheit here today. That might explain the fan there near the coil. But yeah, I did it before. It was just dead quiet. So I think I don't want to see. The thing is too, I've got this. I've got that big metal thing on the back of the door. And if I move that near the coil, it might be unbalancing it. But the worst thing is, if I shut the door, the fan's out there, I'm not getting cool. So it's stinking hot. So there we go. That's what happens. So I'll get that far away as I can. Let's put this back down here. Like I say, I don't have to do with the audio. I'm going to clip the audio on the camera. Oh, wrong way. I was going to clip it there. And I'll face it in that direction. Hang on a sec. Round we go. Probably make a few clunking noises and things. But yeah, it's got a little gripper for the tripod setup. And I just stuck the audio there. Hopefully. Let's see where we are. Okay. For something's fired up making noise. It wasn't there before, but it's all right. No big deal. Get that in. Yeah, I've got, you can probably see pulse length there. That 26.9. It's probably fast enough. It'll pick up absolute fly specs. But what would it? I got this, oh dear me. That was a yawn and a burp at the same time. Work that one out. I'll just turn the gain right down. And hang on, this is all tangled up here. Let's get around that. That's the trouble with curly cords. They get tangled. So don't let that falling into the detector. Put that there. But I'll just use my standard test stick. And we'll just see. That's on 0 gain. So we'll just see how good it works. Now, the fellow in the US is waiting on this. So he said, give it the works. And here we gave it the works. It's had the works big time. So you can have a look too. You'll get a bit of a pre-look. There's a couple of looks here. You nearly dropped the damn thing. Okay, lock it there. There. Okay, this is normal mode, normal timings, nothing special. All the stuff on the back menu is factory default. We'll try it 0.05 there, wherever the camera is there. Probably go out of focus. Don't know if you can hear that. That's that high, no gain. Okay, 0 gain. I mean, it's gonna, like, if I ground balance something like that in normal timings, I'll just flick it off. Better flick it into tracking, which would help. Is it in tracking or not? I'll go fix back to tracking. There we go. I mean, it'll eat that for breakfast, doesn't care less. Nothing there whatsoever. I've got the amplifier, full bore. This detector is so quiet that I've got that's the threshold flat out. It is just quiet as. Everything is just quietened down. But it's got massive dynamics. Like if I go with the 0.1, there's nothing there with the audio output. It's just quiet. So let's see what else we can do with this. How about we'll go, I'll turn the gain flat out in normal timings. Okay, so we'll probably get a little bit of interference. Now, I'll tell you what it is. I've got some other stuff on here. I'll just turn it off. I know what it'll be doing. It'll be pumping it. So we get onto the switch. There we go. That'll stop some of the racket. But yeah, the highest frequency. Can we get rid of that hot rock? Okay, we'll just put it into fast tracking. Normal timings. Bit of residual, give it another flick. Just like hitting the green button, same thing. Oh, it's disappeared anyway. There you go. Didn't need to do that. It basically worked itself out. Change the orientation, or probably balance a different way, but a little bit there. How about we just do it again? Like I am full on gain. There you go. There's a fraction of noise there, but it's probably riding on the interference. So in that regard, 0.05. Don't know if you can hear that. Good interference. See, the thing is I can't work it out when the interference comes in as well. Hang on. Well, that's sensitive as hell. That is really super sensitive. And if I had this in mono mode out in the goldfields, it'd bloody clean up. That's yeah, just on that. I'm trying to find my little 000 whatever it is 25, and I can't see it anywhere. It's here somewhere. But like I say, that's just running normal timings. Nothing fantastic. Can always let's next switch. I'll flick it into sensitive extra. Up there somewhere. It's pretty high up. So yeah, it's it'll pick up beautifully on small stuff, and yeah, way up in the air on big stuff. It's actually hurt my arm doing that. Actually, I've got a bloody sore shoulder. Swinging heavy detectors. So yeah, better fix that. Okay, well that's on full bore. No enhanced mode, because I eat everything for breakfast. I won't care less. So let's turn that back down. So yeah, that's the background noise out of this detector. It's basically nothing. It's just purring. So this was a pretty extensive upgrade on this one. It was a hamburger with a lot. But the fellow said, I want everything. I want basically everything. So it got everything. So it took a little while to do, but it's done. Lots of new techniques in this detector as well. And yeah, really giving it a good hard push. There's still there's more that is on the drawing board. There always is, because of new developments, new devices, and new research, and just basically new ideas. Just need to be proven out. So still probably a while away. It's no good waiting for all this new stuff, because what happens? What happens if it doesn't eventuate, or I go, I did this, I did that, and it didn't work, or for some other unforeseen reason. So we push it to as far as we can, and that's where we stop at, and that's where they go out the door as far as we can. So maybe there is stuff going to come out in 3 months' time, but what are you going to do? Wait 3 months and not go prospecting if you want your detector done? So that's the way I look at it. Just get it done. It's like anything. You go buy a new car, and as soon as you buy it, 6 months later, a new model will come out. And you'll go, well, what are you going to do? Catch taxis everywhere in the meantime. You didn't even know it was coming. So who knows? It's just the way it is. Like people who've bought some detectors, and they go, oh great, there's great detector, and then a couple of months later a new detector comes out, but no one was told. So yeah, it's same game. It's nothing changes. So if we get it done, we get it done. If we don't, we don't. But I think this is pushing the state of the art at the moment. It really is. It's just so punchy, quiet, goes deep on big stuff, super sensitive on small. Set it where you want. You want to ignore lead shot, you can do that. You can ignore tiny targets. If you want, you can set it up so you'll have less depth on big targets, running it for very, very tiny gold. Turn the gain down, run the frequency up. So yeah, it's all how it is. Anyway, this one here is basically a hamburger with a lot. So yes, that is going over. Well, actually, I better put it back together because it's going over to the US. It's leaving tonight. So, and it's got a few more to do. So don't worry, folks, guys, with your detectors here, they're getting done. It's just yeah, you know, it's just in the meantime, if I'm doing you know, any innovation, then I can quickly run out and test it, see how it goes, and if I can incorporate it, you know, knowing it's going to work properly, I will. I'm not going to take chances and just put, oh, look at this. This looks great in the workshop, but it won't work in the field, sort of thing. I don't want to do that. They've got to be perfect. They've got to be proven that they work. I get enough feedback off people anyway. Actually, in a lot of cases, I don't get much feedback, should I say, from the general people that get them done. David might have contact, but I never get any phone calls, people saying, you know, oh, you know, smoke come out, it won't ground balance, it does this, does that, won't do this, won't do that. I just don't hear it. So everything must be going out the door, basically close on, spot on. So yeah, so that one there's got 3 boards in it, and it's a stacker, and it's been worked on the other side as well. I was going to get that other board too, the one I stripped all the white paint off too, but it's outside at the moment. I gave it a wash and it's out there drying in the 100-degree heat, which will do it a world of good. Yeah, so actually, what is it? 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit is 37 degrees Celsius, just so if you want to know. It probably got over that today because I was out there watering the plants before they all died, and I could just tell the heat. It was really, really. It's a dry heat, which is great. I don't mind that. I hate it when it's humid, and it just felt that real hot. But I like hot. I've always days like today, I'd go out detecting. That's how I used to do it. I used to go out detecting all through Denali when it was in, you know, all around 100-degree Fahrenheit. Didn't care less. Nearly died once, but that was all right. Went to the pub and recovered with cold beers. Yeah, that was a day to remember. Yeah, we forgot to take water with us. We're out walking out in the middle of the bush, and yeah, the guy I was with started feeling really dizzy. uh, yeah, it was heat stroke. I could tell a mile away, and I said, "Oh, water." He goes, "Oh, water. We've got water in the car or something." So I had to, yeah, you know, stick his arm over my shoulder, and we got back to the car. You know, I'm sort of half dragging him along. We get back to the car, and they left the water back at the caravan park. That was unreal. So we sat in the car with the air conditioner on for about 15, 20 minutes, dehydrated as, and yeah, drove into town, went to the pub, and we drank a whole stack of beers, probably about half a degree over freezing they were. They kept their beers so cold. And yeah, that was good recovery. That was awesome. So anyway, that's yeah, where we are with these detectors. So that's the latest hamburger with the lot. And yeah, lovely and quiet, very, very punchy. And yeah, as you can see in just the height and the ground balance testing there, it kills standard ones by a long shot. Absolutely just annihilates them. Um, like on small gold targets, I was getting about, you know, 5 times the depth. No joke. It's, you know, sometimes you got to scrub the coil with a little target, and these ones way up in the air. So what's that telling you? It's getting a heap of extra punch, a lot less noise susceptibility. Basically, at the moment, I'll just put this in mono, just see what it does. Um, if it's on a harmonic of any mains, and that's going to go nuts. But we'll just see. You know, temp fate. Let's go. Push that switch. There you go. Now a little bit of noise. But like I say, it's in mono, and even though it's in mono, who knows where the noise is coming from, but it's still there. Always try to remember which side the coil is for mono. Over here, there we go. It's on zero gain, but we're probably getting swamped out with interference coming in very high levels. But yeah, not really made to be used inside. Let's turn the gain up anyway. We'll see how we go. That's me sticking my fingers on the back of the pot. Well, that's mono, so it should go quite well. So that's how she's running. Let's try a different bit of the spectrum there to see if there's any. Oh. I just going down frequency just to see the noise would drop off, but no, it's like we're trying to run a mono inside. It's pretty typical. You'll get lost in the noise. I'll throw it back into cancel mode so it's nice and quiet. But that just gives you an idea that it is very, very quiet. And that's probably on about maybe, I don't know, 20% gain or something of that nature. They say can't really crank it up on mono inside the workshop. Pretty pointless, but as you see, the ground balances on everything anyway, flat out. So it will be a good detector. So that is it. And yeah, I'll pack it up and make it go back to its owner, who should be very, very happy. Take out the mylars for the time being. I'll just take that off. I'll just show you where these things stress and where they can break. If you take them off and on and off and on, they will break. You've got to be careful. That's why I always do this and de-stress them. But get off there. You can probably see here, this is where I put a bit of hot melt along there because they always want to rip through in that direction there. It's stressed anyway. It's stressed when it's in the board. It's pulling down and it wants to rip. And if it gets a start, all it needs is like a pinprick of a start. It'll rip through and go through the tracks, and you'll either have zero threshold or full threshold, depending which way it rips through. So always hot melt glue on that corner there. Anywhere where you see stress on these things, yeah, in the corner there, you do it there as well. And yeah, just anywhere the sharp bend, even though it's got a radius on it, still rips through. I've seen many of them rip through, replace lots and lots. So just be aware of the mylars on these detectors. But, you know, they are available. Not a problem with that sort of stuff. There's plenty of spare parts available. Yeah, so that's where we are with that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I put some Coke in the freezer. I better go and get it. Anyway, catch us, guys.